Following World War II, bans on cannabis and hemp production are reinstated across North America. That doesn't stop returning war veterans from introducing it into their communities. Before long, cannabis becomes popular everywhere, from nightclubs to college campuses.
You're a slacker.
In 1954, Canadian Prime Minister Louis St. Laurent passes new anti-drug laws. The penalty for selling cannabis doubles to 14 years. All cannabis medicine is banned.
This hot dog tastes weird.
And the pharmaceutical companies rejoice. Possession for the purpose of trafficking becomes a new offense. In order to avoid automatic conviction, the accused must prove that they were not selling or even sharing their cannabis. Due to the growing popularity of cannabis, hearings are held on Canadian TV in 1955. Canadian senators hear mainly from law enforcement officials. Those advocating medical or other approaches to cannabis are dismissed as misguided. In 1958, a study divides cannabis users into three main groups: swingers, squares, and beats. Swingers are criminals and entertainers aged 30 to 45. Squares are upper middle class, educated professionals 35 to 50. Beats are newcomers, typically under 25. By the 1960s, the beat culture evolves into hippies. Jazz and big bands give way to the rock and roll invasion. And French and American involvement in Vietnam,
this is whole other country,
give birth to the peace movement. In Canada, the 1961 Narcotic Control Act eliminates whipping, but adds a mandatory minimum punishment of 7 years for growing or importing cannabis. Only treason and murder have more severe punishments. Really?
Eat less slackers!
From 1930 to 1946, there are just 25 convictions for cannabis possession in all of Canada. In 1962, there are 20 convictions. The number rises to 2,300 in 1968. Then, a breakthrough. On May 19, 1969, the United States Supreme Court strikes down the 1937 Marijuana Tax Act.
Yes!
But President Nixon,
I'm not a crook.
won't let it go. He gets Congress to draft the Controlled Substances Act, which separates drugs into 5 tiers, or schedules. From least restricted, Schedule 5, to most restricted, Schedule 1, according to their harmfulness. What happens next will cost one man his dream job.